Finally, now I have the power.
It's that time again. Time for the all-new Culture Cast, which begins right now. Welcome back to the all-new Culture Cast.
Hey!
Hey, cuz.
Hey, Nick.
It's 2023. Woo woo. We're in a new year.
New Year's, same bullshit.
Yes. To quote another way more popular internet celebrity, endless trash that we have coming up. We decided to talk about all the upcoming movies from as we look ahead to 2023. What's good, what's going to be bad, what's in between. December 22, we had I don't know if there was like an unannounced Comic-Con because 900 trailers for a bunch of popular movies all dropped at within a week. So I don't know what any of that was about, but yeah, we're going to go into that. Upcoming movies in 2023. So
Yep.
we'll start. I'll you got your list. I see your paper list.
I actually have. So this is not only one. This is a list with multiple parts. I divided it up into 6 categories, which or I classified some of the different movies that are coming out. The big movies. I'm sure there's going to be a bunch of shit that again pops up. A trailer will show up randomly for Jack Black and Keanu Reeves in a movie or something like that. I don't know.
That would be an amazing team up.
Wouldn't it? I just literally, that was top of my head. That was top of my head.
You couldn't find two actors more opposite of one another than Jack Black and Keanu Reeves. And it just may work.
Basically, a John Wick comedy. There's a Casino Royale with the guy from the Pink Panther or something like that, an old one.
Oh yeah.
Basically that, but John Wick.
Black. And Jack Black is a John Wick role.
Yes.
And Keanu Reeves is the bumbling sidekick or something like that.
Oh my god, that sounds amazing. Dude, get a pen and paper. We got to write this down. But okay, I'm getting too excited. Movies. I'm getting too excited by my own stupid ideas.
We'll do a whole podcast sometime where we just come up with a movie.
Hey, come February 1st or February something, marijuana is going to be legal in Missouri. So there we go. That's what we'll celebrate that episode. Anyhow, get back to the topic at hand. Right.
So we're recording this on January 8th, and the first movie already came out that people seem to be excited about. I don't know. It doesn't seem to be doing anything for me, but Me3gan, although I think it's pronounced supposed to be Megan.
Yes. About
the killer AI doll.
Yes. That falls into my honorable mentions list.
Okay.
I think there were some memes of because again she does kind of a what I could describe as a Pennywise dance at some point in the trailer before it looks like she kills
or something.
Yeah, she has some sort of freaky dance thing before she kills that guy who was on the Daily Show. Because she grabs in the trailer it shows her ripping off a paper cutter or whatever those things, the guillotine, the office guillotine.
Right.
It looks fun. I mean, again, we've talked about James Wan with Aquaman. I think this is again James Wan doing weird horror, but somehow it looks like it has a little bit more of a budget than *Malignant*, which again starred the Backwards Man.
Is James? I don't think James Wan is involved with this one, is he?
I think
it's a Blumhouse movie, but I don't know if it's James Wan.
I'm pretty sure. Hold on, let's go to our friends at Wikipedia. Megan.
Oh, you're right. He might be a producer because his Atomic Monster logo Productions is involved. So
he's a producer on this one. This is not. Well, that's why it's not as great as *Malignant* because he's not behind the camera. Gerard Johnstone, who did. Let's see, what else has he done? Let's see, we've got. He was a director on, let's see, The New Legends of Monkey, never heard of it, Housebound, and the Jackie Brown Diaries.
Oh,
Never heard of any of those before. Probably a good reason, because I'm a snob. So,
so
uh, so, and the one thing I did want to bring up, the best part of the silver lining to the pandemic, is that I'm going to give a little history lesson. When I was a kid, I go to the movies, watch a movie in theater, and then I'd do like a little mental countdown to when that movie would come out on DVD. And I remember I would walk into the Blockbuster and wait for it and look at the coming soon and be like, "Oh, I remember when I saw that movie 6 months ago. I'm so excited now to rent it on DVD." Nowadays, because of our good friends, just because of the coronavirus, you don't have to wait 6 months, maybe 30 days at most, and then you can watch if a movie that you're on the fence about, you can watch it from the comfort of your own couch.
yep.
You'd be like, this is all I need. Because I don't you're already paying money to a streaming service, so you're not gonna have to pay money to a movie theater. And you can sit down and watch in your own comfort. If it sucked, hey, it was just only an hour and a half of your time. You know? But anyhow, I don't know. Maybe I'll watch Megan. Or M
M
Lines.
began.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know what they did for the effects to make I mean, I appreciate the uncanny valleyness. I don't know if it was an animatronic or like a digital.
It looks like it's they have two people playing the role of Megan, and they must do some like digitizing to make it look a little more. That uncanny valley look has to be intentional to make it more creepy looking.
Oh, of course. Unsettling. Oh, of course. Yeah. But yeah, that's already out in theaters. That's basically the first big movie of 2023, and I think it's made some money. The memes helped. It's an opposite of a Morbius situation where, which by the way, even though Morbius, it feels like Morbius has been with us forever. That movie only came out last year.
I know, right?
So again, time is a funny thing. So okay, what's next?
Next up here, brief mention because I've been bombarded with commercials for it. The House Party remake or reboot.
Oh yeah.
Which I would have no interest in, but the commercials make it look like this is so stupid. It might be actually entertaining.
Is it bad that I don't recognize anybody of notoriety in that movie?
No. Well, let's see. There's I think LeBron James pops in there. And Lil Wayne and Snoop Dogg. A couple of I guess people playing themselves. Well, it looks like everyone's playing themselves. But yeah, I couldn't tell you half the. I'm not the target audience for this movie, which is okay. But it looks like it's one of those movies. Like, yeah, it looks funny, and 2 weeks from now, I'll never think about it again.
No, I mean it's very much. Again, we're going to steal, or not we, but I am going to steal it from Red Letter Media. This is the definition of a "fuck you, it's January" movie. But yeah, because I'll be honest, I know of House Party. I know that's a movie that exists. I know there's a sequel, but I don't think I've ever actually watched it.
I haven't. I'm aware of it just for because it hit the cultural.
I'm aware it's a thing.
Yeah. So. Yeah. But so there's that. Just mentioning there. So let's move along here. Mm-hmm. Next up, this is a Netflix movie I'm kind of looking forward to, which I was not unaware of it until the trailer dropped just a few days ago, called You People, with Eddie Murphy and Jonah Hill and David Duchovny and Julie Louis-Dreyfus and other people, Nina Long.
Yeah, that looks okay.
Looks funny.
It looks like I watched the first trailer where just like Eddie Murphy's arms crossed, just questioning Jonah Hill, which apparently that guy is going through like I don't want to say actor identity crisis, but he's like trying to be more serious, stuff like that. But it's like, which I'm fine with. It looks like, it looks basically like Guess Who's Coming to Dinner. I'm fine with that. With Eddie Murphy and
Yeah.
Jonah Hill. I'm sure
And
it's solid.
yeah, did you see the new trailer that came out like maybe last week?
I think I started watching it, then I'll be honest, I wasn't really that interested. I mean, there was the
I
grandpa
don't blame
saying
you.
like, "What, you don't like pussy?" I'm like, hearing it. I'm like, okay,
That's a trope, like creepy
yeah,
grandpa.
yeah. Old
Um,
old people talking about sex. It's funny.
yeah, but I guess there's more than a white guy marrying his black daughter. That I guess Jonah Hill's parents are played by Julia Louis-Dreyfus and David Duchovny, and from it sounds like they're Jewish, and so you have like the double thing of like Miss Cringe humor going with the
Oy
other
vey.
yeah, and I guess like there's a bit that they're saying like Julia, I think it was Julia Louis-Dreyfus trying to compare the Holocaust to slavery, and you just know how it's going to go downhill from there on both sides.
All right. Well, again, going back to streaming, it's like, you know what? Would I go to the theater to see that? No, but if I'm alone on Netflix, sure, why not?
Yeah. I mean, it looks dumb. I'm going to try to remember it. I probably won't, but who knows? There's so many things
There's,
that are coming
there's
out.
again, there's a, again, I had 6 lists, and I was able to fill up each list individually with like unique movies in each
Yeah,
category. So there's a lot of shit coming out in 2023.
there is. Moving on. Now, moving into there are other movies, but I'm just kind of hitting the big ones. So if there's one I didn't mention and you want to mention it sometime, just please just cut in.
Okay,
Um, but uh, in moving into February, we have Magic Mike's Last Dance.
never seen any one of those movies. Have you?
I've seen, yes. The first one was legitimately good. The second one was fine, but it's kind of like, what are we doing here? Why is this? Why
Yeah.
is this a movie a thing?
The wasn't the first movie Steven Soderbergh?
Yeah, and
Yeah.
Soderbergh did not direct number two, but he was a
Okay.
producer and he edited it, so it still really feels like a Soderbergh movie. And he's directing the third one, which is I
Okay.
think going straight to HBO Max. So we'll see. I mean, if I remember, I might watch it. Well, I better because who knows? It'll be on there for a day and then gone.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm
It's
surprised they didn't put that one to theaters because of how popular the other ones were.
well, as David Zaslav said, we're only making theater movies now, I guess. Or
Yes.
maybe Channing Tatum was going to threaten to beat up David Zaslav. He doesn't. He seems like a little worm. At the All New Culture Cast, we're not afraid to start fights with Hollywood producers.
Yeah. Like outside of James Gunn, no one else listens to us.
Yeah.
But
David Zaslav, you fight yourself in Columbia, Missouri, I will fight you in the street. Bring it on, bitch.
I'm just surprised that they're making a third one after like the second one came out like 6 years ago or something like
It's
that.
like a lot longer than that.
Yeah, like the first one came out in like 2012. And yeah, okay, the second one came out in 2015. So like 8 years ago, like I know Legacy's that's peanuts compared to like all the other Legacy sequels they make nowadays. But it's weird that they're just
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, between the first two, like 3 years, that's a pretty average, I
It
get, gap
yeah.
between sequels. And then like when you get beyond 3 years, it's like, why though?
Unless you're like I guess now, unless you're like an established franchise and you want to do a requel,
I
like
guess.
Scream or Ghostbusters, you can kind of get away because it's already a built-in thing. But like something like Magic Mike, where that was like a flash in the pan sort of thing, like you got to strike when the iron's hot, and they did that with the first movie. But like after so long, like if they wanted to make this should have come out in like 2018, 2019 at most.
Yeah. Yep.
But
But maybe it was in development hell. Who knows?
who
Uh,
knows? I don't care enough to look it up. But there
Me
you go.
neither.
Now moving on to some more mainstream stuff. Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey.
Yes. Yes. Oh
We,
my god.
the
And this
mean
is
one
where
just came out, and now we're doing Winnie the Pooh.
this this is when everybody in America learns about what copyright law is. and why why the House of Mouse is probably lobbying your local congressman to change how copyright works
Yes,
again.
supposedly Mickey Mouse is scheduled to be public domain here soon. I know it won't
But
happen, but
no, but they've done that. I mean
oh
that's a
yeah,
legit thing. They will pay lobbyists to like, hey, we need to extend copyright for the next 100 years. That way something like again Mickey Mouse Blood and Honey doesn't get made. But no, I am very excited for it because it's not just. Well, when I first heard about it, I was like, okay, is it just they're serial killers, but they're dressed up as these Mickey Mouse characters? No, 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 no.
no, they're supposed to be the actual animals who've gone
Yeah.
mad.
Oh my God. Yeah. No. That. And apparently there's one that's again. I think this was announced afterwards, and I couldn't find any info. I didn't look up any information on it, but there was like something with the Grinch. Where
Yeah,
they're
the
also
mean
doing.
one.
Yeah, they're also
That
doing
was a
horror.
parody because the Grinch is still copyright protected,
Yes, but
and
no,
so
and that's coming out in February, correct?
oh, that already came out, I think.
No, no,
Oh,
I
what
don't
are we
think
talking about? Winnie the Pooh?
Winnie the Pooh. Yeah.
Yeah, that's coming out in February. So
Okay. Well,
February 15th, great for Valentine's Day.
I will say this. Surprisingly enough, in one of my lists, I call the top 10 movies to get drunk to. Winnie the Pooh is on there, but also another movie that's surprisingly also bear themed. So I'm going to plan a bear themed weekend. Cocaine Bear.
Supposedly Ray Loretta's last movie.
Oh, that's right. I am looking forward to
And
Cocaine Bear.
Elizabeth Banks, of all people.
Yeah, which I think her last movie was the Charlie's Angels reboot
It may
with
have been.
I think so, or like where they had Kristen Stewart and like I don't know who the other two were, but yeah, that was but yeah, she decided I guess her next film is Cocaine Bear, which okay, I will say this because I know one, I'm dressed up like Mr. Ballin, with a backwards baseball cap, but I kind of know a little bit about the story beforehand. Um, yes, it is a true story. No, there was not.
True.
It's true in the sense of there was a drug runner who threw cocaine into a Georgia forest. A bear ate it, but the bear did not go on a murderous rampage. The bear overdosed because he ate a pound of cocaine and just his heart basically exploded. This movie's going with the idea that you're just going to the bear gets amped up and turns into a super killer. The trailer, you've seen the trailer for it, right?
Actually, no, I haven't.
Oh my God. Oh my God, you need to watch it. It's one of those trailers that tells the whole movie, but you know what? I'm sold for it. Yeah, Ray Liotta, the guy who played young Han Solo is in there.
Oh yeah.
And oh God, who's the actress who played Superman's mom? I know she's been in a lot of shit, and I cannot remember her name for the life of me.
Right, Superman's mom.
Yeah, in the
Diane Lane.
Was it Diane Lane? No,
in the Man of Steel.
I think I'm looking at. Hold on. This is a great thing about our show. We just look up stuff on the fly, but we don't have a Jamie like the Joe Rogan Experience. Carrie Russell.
Oh, she wasn't Superman's mom.
Yeah, she was.
Carrie Russell?
Yeah.
Who was she Superman's mom?
She in Man of Steel, wasn't she Superman's
Carrie Russell was Felicity. She was not Superman's mom. That was Diane Lane. Carrie Russell's also in Star Wars Rise of Skywalker.
That is true. And that was the definition of a paycheck because she just had to show. She didn't have to be fully in it. She just, again, a little math slip up. Oh, okay. Well, again, the Old New Culture Cast, we're not factually accurate. So there you go. But no, I'm very much looking forward to Cocaine Bear. And if I can plan it out, I will do a double feature Bear weekend with Winnie Pooh, Blood and Honey.
Yeah, Cocaine Bear comes out February 24th, and Winnie the Pooh comes out the 15th. Although Winnie the Pooh looks like it's a Fathom event, so I don't know how long it will be in theaters for that. But you know what you can do?
What's that?
Set yourself like a 45-day text reminder and get them both on streaming and just stay at your house.
You know, I like that plan a lot more. Then I don't have to leave. I can sit down here in my basement. It's nice and comfortable. Um, yeah, no, I'm very much all for that. So that's great. That's great.
But in between those two movies is Ant-Man and the Wasp 3: Quantumania. More Ant-Man.
I remember there was a video. This came out maybe a year or two ago. Is by this YouTube channel called Nando V Movies, where he
Oh
had
yeah,
his
yeah,
own
yeah.
pit. He had his own pitch for Ant-Man 3, where it was like, just continue this naming scheme, just adding characters to the
Yeah.
title. Ant-Man and the Wasp and the Ant-Man, because there's, of course, multiple characters have been Ant-Man, which really wish they had gone with. Surprisingly enough, that pitch did include MODOK, which apparently is in this
Yeah, he's
movie,
popping up in there apparently.
and also Kang, because yeah, we're introducing, because again, we're trying to introduce Kang in this. Although, if have you seen the image of what MODOK's supposed to look like?
Uh-uh.
Apparently, they're going more for less giant person with a head and more of like a big robot head, which is kind of like,
I guess.
I get
I
it.
mean, how do you? MODOK is a really weird character to like bend and bring into a live action movie without it seeming too silly.
Look up the cutscenes from. I mean, this wasn't a very good video game, but look up some of the cutscenes from the Marvel's event for the Avengers game that came out like a year or two ago,
Hmm.
and they have MODOK in there where he's again dude with a giant head, and they seem to pull that off pretty well. So it can be done. What I'm saying is it can be done.
Maybe. I mean, it's
Um,
still like a video game. I don't know. I don't know.
it,
I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong.
regardless, but yeah, I think Quantum Mania is probably going to be. I will say this: the way Marvel's gone the last year or so, I sat in theaters and I watched Multiverse of Madness. I saw Black Widow in
Did you say
theaters.
Multiverse of Badness?
Well, I mean that works too.
I haven't seen all of the Marvel movies. I just can't keep up with it.
Well, yeah,
But are you going to see Ant-Man and the Wasp in the theaters?
maybe. I will say this: the last couple of Marvel movies, again, none of them have had. And I hate to be like this. They don't have the buzz where it's like, oh yeah, I should probably go see this in theaters. And also, most of the shit will be again on streaming within a couple months. So it's like,
45
why?
days. That's Disney's
Yeah,
thing.
pretty
You
much.
know,
Where it's like, yeah,
I've heard that people have complained about Phase 4 being directionless.
yes,
And I'm like, yeah, that's by design.
Mhm.
If you remember the Phase 1, there
Mhm.
was no direction. There was just individual movies until you got to the Avengers. I think
Right.
I wouldn't call it a problem. I think it's going in a new direction where each phase isn't going to be ending with a big team up movie, which
Yeah.
would seem logical, but last thing in this one was the Guardians of the Galaxy Christmas special.
Yeah, technically they're classifying that as the end of the phase,
Yeah,
but the
or
theatrical
Black
is Wakanda.
Panther Wakanda Forever being
Yeah.
the official movie end. Um, and it just kind of led to like, oh, it does seem like it's a weird end of a phase, but
Mhm.
and then this one you're now officially entering Kang, and he's going to, I guess, grow, and we don't know how the next two phases are going to totally play out.
It
They've kind of kept
it's
wraps on that, but
it sounds like, well, a lot of it is again the quick rant on Marvel. I will say is it does seem like phase 4. I will agree with you. There, it's not totally directionless. There is a theme. There is a running theme of legacy. There's a theme of what happens after. It's kind of like what happens after happily ever after. There's a lot of that of consequence and playing out. So there is themes running through all the movies. I think the biggest thing is like I think people are feeling the factoriness of Marvel. You know what I
mm,
mean? Where it's very much like, okay, these feel like less individual stories, and these are feeling like very artificial and manufactured. And it's like a lot of the characters, well, we'll get you to like these characters because they'll all do the same thing. They'll be quirky. Um, like I will say this: the last Marvel TV show I watched fully was Moon Knight, and even Moon Knight, I don't think really it kind of only near the end started to capture what was good about the comics, from what I've heard. where it's a lot of like mind bending, like what is real, what's not. But then like the last couple shows, I didn't watch She-Hulk, I didn't watch Miss Marvel.
Because you hate women?
Well, yes, obviously.
Was it too woke?
Yeah, which is like kind of one of those things. Like I'm like, I don't even know what that means anymore. Like
nobody does. It's just a
like,
buzzword that people use to complain about something because they don't like minorities.
Yeah,
there, I said it. Boom, gauntlet thrown.
But like everyone goes like, Hollywood should stay out of politics. Hollywood's been in politics forever. It's just now they're just not the politics that you're agreeing with.
Yeah,
that's what it is. Like Hollywood's always been doing that.
My favorite thing is when people complain about the new Star Trek.
Yeah.
Star Trek now is too woke.
Yeah, you know what else? You know what else was a movie that was too woke? In the Heat of the Night. That movie was too woke. Having a black protagonist in the South solving a murder.
That was different back then. They didn't just throw it in your face like they do today. Where's my hot pockets? Restore the Snyderverse.
Yeah.
Well, my thing about the Star Trek thing is like Star Trek is kind of known for being, woke. It's kind of like its thing. Like when they had that episode in the 60s that was anti-Vietnam, or that other episode that had the guy where he had white on one side of his face and black on the other, and the guy who was fine had it reversed. Yeah, they weren't talking about anything back then.
Yeah, I think what people have a problem with, if I had to be honest, if I had to kind of boil it down, I think a lot of the lessons that were taught in, like, again, going back using Star Trek, and again, we'll get back on topic, but I gotta address this because I'm rolling right now. I'm ranting. Is the lesson they taught are timeless, and they treat the audience smart enough where they aren't spelling it out. Where like you use the audience member and put two and two together, like, oh, this is an allegory for this. I think going back to like New Trek, I think again, the lessons they're teaching are the same lessons, but they're being very blunt about like, hey, this issue in 2022, they're not being as subtle or as timeless with some of these issues where you can connect it.
I think they're being just as subtle. It just, when people watch them when they're younger, they're too young to really understand what was going on, and now they're seeing the stuff now and they're thinking they're being too political. Yes, some stuff is very beat you over the head with it, like the show that everyone loves, Strange New Worlds, like pointedly said, yeah, the insurrection led to World War III. And which is ironic because that's the show that a lot of right wingers like, because a man is finally in charge again. Stupid women in charge of everything.
On a side note, did you watch Strange New Worlds?
I have.
What are your thoughts?
I liked it a lot.
Okay, good. Okay, good. I liked it too. But anywho, but not because, again,
because men are finally in charge. Am I right? High five. High five.
A white man is finally leading.
Honestly, that's all it takes for some of these knuckleheads. That's all it takes. Like Star Trek Discovery, it has its problems. I'm not oblivious to that. None of it is due to the characters. None.
No, but it's easier just to boil it down instead of actually coming with a creative argument.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna get too angry.
Yeah, let's get back.
Let's move on to March, because now we're getting closer to summertime, and March is like full of stuff. We got Creed 3.
Again, going back to Kang, he's that guy. That dude,
guy's everywhere.
He is fucking everywhere, dude. What's the dude's name now?
Jonathan Majors.
Jonathan Majors, man.
Creed 3 is like a Marvel reunion. It has Michael B. Jordan, Tessa Thompson, and Jonathan Majors.
Yeah. Well, this one apparently Michael B. Jordan's getting behind the camera on this one.
Yes, so he's pulling a Sly Stallone.
Yeah.
Hey, the preview looks good. I haven't seen the other Creed movies. I want to. Those are movies like, yeah, I should see that, but then just never did.
It's kind of like one of those, like, everyone just agrees, like, yeah, it's pretty good. And then
I'm a big fan of the Rocky series, so I'm sure I'd love Creed. And this new series, the new movie, the trailer looks it looks tits. It looks great.
Yeah, it looks great. Yeah, no, I actually
A
have
phrase that people don't use anymore.
I actually have Creed 3 as one of my top 10 Oscar winners.
Should
So
be called Threed.
ooh, where like the two E's are like just like the mega E. Yeah.
Yes.
Again, Hollywood, call us. We're full of these observations.
Yes.
So what else in March?
Scream. So going from 3 to 6, we have Scream 6.
Oh yeah. I'll be honest. I've never watched any of the Scream movies. I know about them. I've seen the Jamie Kennedy thing where it's like, here's how you survive a horror movie.
Right.
That's about it. I will say this. So two things I will say about Scream 6. One, I have it on my list of top 10 movies that sound like shit. Again, not necessarily, does it mean they'll be bad? No, but it just sounds like it's going to be a shitty movie. The 6 movie, and I think it's Scream, Ghostface in Manhattan or Ghostface in New York.
Yes, they're in New York.
The other thing I will say, the producers of that movie are extremely lucky that they cast Jenna Ortega before she was in before Wednesday premiered. They're probably like, thank God.
You know, if it wasn't going to be Wednesday, it was going to be something else. That girl has been.
She's been in shit.
Yeah, she's going to be. If she wasn't in Wednesday, it'd be something else that would propel her to stardom because she is top notch.
Well, that's how Netflix survived. It's like I think I remember again stealing from Red Letter Media. This is like Jay Obama describing Full Moon Pictures, who like made the Ghoulies movies. They're like, okay, they made one big movie, use the money from that to finance a bunch of other shit until they stumble onto another hit. And that's basically Netflix. They have one big hit, they have a big hit,
Stranger Things, and then it goes to Wednesday, and then
exactly. So it's like, yeah, no, the producer Scream 6 is like, thank God this turned out to be a internet phenomenon of her fucking dance.
Yeah. I've not seen Wednesday. I want to, but like,
just look up the clip of her dancing. I mean,
I've watched it. I've seen it. Yeah, I've seen
then
it.
yeah, it's on my list.
People are going a little too crazy about it, but
yeah,
whatever. I like Scream 5. I've always been a fan of the Scream series. They've had way more hits than misses for me. I like number 5. I'm looking forward to number 6. Hopefully it comes straight to Paramount Plus because I'm not going to the theater for that. The one thing I'm surprised, like people are going like crazy that Hayden Panettiere, who was in Scream 4, is back in this one. I'm thinking, this is the character you're excited about? Like I didn't think her character was that. Granted, it's been a long time since I've seen Scream 4, but her character didn't seem to be like that. I don't know. Like,
oh, she the Hayden Panettiere? Is she the cheerleader?
Yeah, from Heroes. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And like was she that much of a beloved character? Like, people are going on like she was. I'm like, did I miss the memo on that one? Because I don't know.
Well, something that's kind of made my head spin. So I'm like 29 and I'll be 30 this year. She's only 33. What the hell have I been doing in my life?
She was a teen when that show started, and then she went off the deep end for a while, it sounds like, and had like a kid who was like taken by her father across the seas, across country, or in a different country. And it's a man, if you want to be like, what the F, like read her Wikipedia bio. It's nuts. But
that's your homework, all New Culture Cast fans.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I guess Neve Campbell is not in Scream 6 because they didn't want to pay her any money. So she's like, yeah, I'm not coming back. So
where's Demi Moore? I know she was in those movies.
Demi Moore wasn't in Scream.
Yeah, she was. Was she?
No. Courtney Cox.
Courtney Cox. I'm thinking of Courtney Cox.
Oh yeah. Courtney Cox is coming back.
Okay. There we go.
So she's the only original cast member. As of now, there might be surprises. People are still holding on to hope that
David Arquette's gonna show up.
What's that?
David Arquette's gonna show up.
Nah, he ain't gonna show up in this one. Well, I guess he could, given how the last one ended. He ain't showing up in this one. Spoiler. But the guy who played Shaggy in the Scooby Doo movie, I can't think of.
I know you're talking about. It's hold on. Shaggy. Matthew Lillard.
Yeah. People are
Yeah.
convinced he's going to still pop up in one of these movies in a main role. I guess like a lot of the original cast have popped up in subsequent movies, but just like voiceovers or just like little like Easter eggs and not like reprising their role. But yeah, I don't see him coming back either. But
I was saying, isn't his character dead?
yeah, but people are convinced he's not dead.
Oh Jesus. Okay.
I don't know. We'll see.
We'll see.
People thought Hayden Panettiere's character was dead too, but it's left vague enough where I guess she survived, but whatever. Anyway, let's move on to a DC movie because everyone loves those. On March 17th, Shazam. Shazam 2. More Shazam.
I'm legit excited for this because Shazam was probably one of the most delightful films I've seen in the last couple of years.
I love the original Shazam. I watched it on demand during the pandemic, and I'm like, this is good. This is a lot of fun. I give it a thumbs up.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to number 2.
I am glad that it's not getting shit canned like Batgirl, because again they've kind of sort of played it under the radar of like where, like I know Zachary Levi's like, me and James Gunn are friends. If Shazam ain't in the plans, we're not going to be friends anymore. Which I'm assuming is jokey, but like
right.
but at the same time it's like, yeah, Shazam is these are really good movies.
Yeah, like, they're fun.
They're fun, but they're like, they do that thing that really good movies do where they can be fun and silly, but then they have those really like serious moments, like that are like, wow, this belongs in a different movie altogether. Like I think when Billy Batson meets his birth mom and she's just straight up rejects him, right. Like that's fucking heart wrenching. That whole sequence, and it's like, if you didn't know it was a superhero movie, you would have no idea because it's played completely straight.
Right. I will say this: Peter Safran was a producer of the Shazam movies. And people always forget that Peter Safran is co-leading the DC movies with James Gunn.
Yes.
So I have a feeling that plays a role on the movie being at least Shazam being still good or in there. What blows me away is, and The Rock was a moron for doing this. Yes. He wanted to do a big power play for DC. Yes. And he supposedly was asked to do a cameo for The Flash, asked to be in Shazam, and declined, no, I don't want to do any cameos. I'm like, dude, if you want to get your tentacles in, agree to do everything or demand to do everything, especially since Black Adam is Shazam's arch nemesis.
Yeah.
Like,
but he's been like, I remember, well, two things I will say. One, he was the voice of, I don't know what you're talking about. The man was the voice of fucking Crypto, the super dog with Kevin Hart.
That's true.
But the second thing I will say, like, I remember, again, he's been trying to get Black Adam made for years. And I remember there was a compilation of like DC short films that they did. Mm-hmm. And one of them was a Superman Shazam versus Black Adam.
Right.
And I remember he posted an image of like the DVD cover of that being like, one of these fools is going to get it. And I'm like, yeah, it would be Shazam because that's Black Adam's traditional nemesis. Superman really isn't a nemesis of Black Adam. I mean, I don't know what the comics say, but like, I mean, I guess they could be, but like really it's supposed to be Shazam, showing
right.
up. Shazam should be showing up in that after credit sequence, not Superman.
Or, yeah. Or they needed to, if The Rock needed the Black Adam movie to be on its own, that's fine. And if he didn't want to be in the first Shazam movie, that's fine. You really didn't need him in that first Shazam movie. But like, he should have shown up, and maybe he still is. Maybe there's something we don't know about. I don't know.
Who knows?
But I feel there there should be some sort of post credits that teases Black Adam, because those characters are linked
Yes.
together.
Yes.
Even in the first Shazam movie, there's a quick CGI of like, we gave the power to the wrong person. That CGI kind of looks like The Rock.
Yeah.
And
because in theory they were going like, oh, this will tie into the Black Adam movie we're developing.
But I don't know. So Fear of the Gods will be the last time that Shazam is on screen in this form. Maybe not. Maybe they'll continue this series with it's its own little sub-universe kind of thing. It's on its own, like a Joker or the Batman. I don't know.
I'm fine with that. That's
I do think, and I know this COVID was a big thing, they're making this movie a little too late. If they want a trilogy of Shazam, they should have pumped these out quicker, because the kids ain't going to be kids too much longer.
No. I will say, what was it? James Cameron made a comment, because again, he's obsessed with his Avatar movies. He's like, yeah, we filmed all these movies back to back. That way we don't have a weird Stranger Things effect where like the kids, you could see the kids visibly aging.
Which is weird, because it's all CGI. They could CGI the alienness to look.
It's fine.
I know. But
I agree. I agree with that point 100%. Like, yeah, no, child actors are fine, but like you need to have unless every kid's got an Andy Milonakis thing going on, like you're going to see them turning into 30-year-old men by the end of your trilogy.
Right. Yeah. I know the what am I thinking of? One of the actresses, what's her name? Is it Rachel Ziegler, who plays the non-transformed version of Mary Marvel in the first movie, or Mary Shazam, or whatever the hell they call her? I don't know.
Miss Marvel, I guess Miss Marvel, but that's copyrighted.
Oh, yeah.
And yeah, Lady Shazam.
She, like, they got rid of the older actress that she transformed into, because she's old enough to play both.
Yeah.
I mean, the guy who plays Billy Batson, he's 20 now, which okay, that's fine, but you know, it's
the what is it? It's the Andrew Garfield thing where it's like, you know, he's got enough of a baby face where it's like he could pass for like a high schooler,
right?
Or a Hollywood high schooler. But no, and also we're not mentioning the one thing we got to mention, that damn Helen Mirren's going to be one of the bad guys.
Yeah, and Lucy Liu.
Yeah. You know, Michelle Yeoh can't get all the good Asian roles. Lucy Liu's still in Hollywood. No offense to Michelle Yeoh, she's great, people. She's great. I'm just making a joke.
We're making anti-Asian comments. We're going to get canceled. Thanks. Thanks a lot.
I got a hot and sour soup this afternoon. I think we're going to be fine.
Oh, okay. Well, thanks for clearing that up.
Okay.
The next movie on this list, which is, I just found out about it, and this looks so stupid that I wonder why Adam Driver decided to do this.
Yes, I was going to bring this up. This is what my, again, movies get drunk to. 65!
65.
Yes!
Like the trailer tries to make it's all mysterious. We're not telling you what it is. No, they're dinosaurs. He went back in time. You've just spoiled the twist of the movie.
It looks like the best Sci-Fi Channel original movie ever made. like the CGI is like, oh man, it's struggling. It's not quite on that direct-to-DVD, but it's just barely above it.
Like I mean, produced by Sam Raimi, so maybe it'll have a fun factor. But like Adam Driver, what are you thinking, pal? Come on, didn't you learn your lesson with the Star Wars sequels?
Apparently not.
I mean, again, his back probably gave out for carrying those. Well, at least the last movie.
Well, ironically enough, I mean, he was kind of the Harrison Ford of that new trilogy in terms of like an actor who actually went and did things outside of these movies. Where are you at, Daisy Ridley? Maybe she'll start voicing Harley Quinn in DC animated projects.
Hey, why not? I like Daisy Ridley. Give her more work.
Yeah, there you go. But no, yeah, I remember seeing the trailer for that. I'm like, what the fuck? It's like, it really is like again the dumbest, an unironically dumb movie, but given again a Sci-Fi Channel original movie, but given a Hollywood budget of like a couple $1 million. I'm like, I'm for that. I heard some people on Reddit call them like, oh, they're making a Turok live action movie. I'm like, I'm fine with that. That's good. You know what? We need. You know what? Dinosaurs are a great concept for movies. They've been using it for years, but Jurassic Park's fuck has held that stranglehold. Get some
Mhm.
other dinosaur movies in there. I'm just saying.
Yep.
I'm fine with Adam Driver with his like his outfit from that Tom Cruise movie Oblivion.
Oh, jeez. We got these
Fighting
old
dinosaurs.
customs. What are we gonna do with it? Hand it over here.
Yeah, I'm fine if it's a tax write off. Just you know what? Adam Driver's got to eat too. He's got to eat.
So, all right, let's move on.
Yep.
We're still in March. We got a long way to go. John Wick Chapter 4. Any thoughts?
I'm very excited for it. These movies have done nothing wrong in my opinion. As long as they keep doing cool shit with Keanu Reeves, I'll be there.
I've only seen number 2, and that was pretty entertaining. So,
All three movies are probably the greatest thing to come out of Hollywood in the last couple of years in terms of just like, here's an idea for a movie. The first movie is like superb, and you'll be surprised about how simple it is. And then the other movies, again, they do get more nuts, but like, it's still not like really. That's pretty fucking stupid. Like, know it? I'm fine for it. Yeah, Johnny Wick Chapter 4, it's gonna be great. He's just gonna kill everybody.
maybe I'll wait till like the series is done with John Wick Chapter 87. We're not profitable anymore, and I'll just like binge them all at once.
I'll still watch them as long as they can come up with situations for Keanu Reeves to hurt people in. I'm fine with it. Every movie's had something unique that I remember. All right, it's got unique fight sequences, unique characters. It's great. No problems with that. I'm very excited. It's actually on my list of movies that I give a shit about.
Well, let me ask you this: is this next movie on your list Dungeons and Dragons: Honor Among Thieves?
That is on my. Let me see. Oh, movies to get drunk to. It looks fucking stupid, but Chris Pine is always pretty entertaining. Like he's got a lot of charisma. It's a shame that he got shanghaied into Wonder Woman 1984. But yeah, it looks like it'll be pretty entertaining. There's the Amazon show Legends of Vox Machina, which is pretty entertaining. That's also loosely based on Dungeons and Dragons, so I imagine this will be pretty good too. You know, I don't know anything. I don't know. Look, I'm not a tabletop nerd. I wish I could be, but I don't have the time nor the patience to learn all that shit.
That's fair.
But yeah, it'll probably be fun.
I think it looks a lot of fun. I mean, it's one of those like I'm not going to go out of my way to see it, but
I know that,
it looks like it could be pretty entertaining romp of an adventure.
I know the guy from who's in Bridgerton season 1 apparently like said, "Fuck you, I'm not coming back. I'm gonna go to Hollywood," and this is what he chose. So
Hey,
you know
you
what?
know what? It might be a smart move because he's in a big movie with big stars like Chris Pine, Michelle Rodriguez, and Hugh Grant. Why not like make his profile rise by doing a silly big budget movie?
That's fine. I'm down for it. Like I think it's going to be a solid time just sitting on my couch. So I'm
I
for
mean,
it.
Regime Page, I think his name. I don't know.
Ooh,
The
Renee, I
guy.
think it's like Renee something of that matter.
Yeah. He has to do something before he becomes James Bond, right?
Well, no, Aaron Johnson, kick ass.
Is
Which
supposedly.
which I will say this, I did watch him in Bullet Train, which that's a really good movie from this past year that is on Netflix now, which you should
With
check.
Brad
Which
Pitt, my favorite Asian.
yeah, it's it actually is it's a legit good, really good
I'm
movie.
sure it is. I know there was
No,
accusations of whitewashing.
oh no, no. This ain't a ScarJo situation. It's fine. It's fine. It all works out. Um, but um, but he also is going to be going back to movies that I think sound like shit. Actually, no, it's in my superhero flicks. He's going to be Craven the Hunter,
Yes.
which which again they're not. I don't think he's a hunter. He protects animals from poachers. So I don't know how that's a hunter.
Oh, is that the plot story? The plot
That
synopsis?
something along again. The brief Wikipedia entry, they don't have much on it, but that's what they say.
You're kind of missing the point of the character.
Yeah. I recognize that. I realize that. I don't think anyone at Sony realizes that, but nobody
Maybe by
realized
the
that.
end of it, he decides, I will hunt. And I will get that big lion that I'll wear as a vest for some apparent reason.
Yeah, I think
And
he's
I'll get that leopard that I'll wear as tights, which is very
yeah.
practical for me hunting in the jungle.
Again, I think Sony's like, well, we got the rights to all these Spider-Man characters,
Oh,
and they failed to
I know that's what they're trying to do. But you know what?
they failed to realize that these characters only work because they have to fight against Spider-Man.
Hey,
There's some reflection of
Morbius
Spider-Man.
was phenomenal. You didn't need any no Spider-Man in that, and they had Spider-Man in there. Remember at the very end when the Vulture's like, "I think it has something to do with Spider-Man," and
Oh, that's
Mobius,
right. Yeah,
who's clearly in the same scene as Michael Keaton, says, "That sounds interesting. Let's talk."
the whole post-credits subplot. Oh my god, where's Morbius 2 on this list? Why the fuck have we not greenlit
I
Morbius
know.
2? More
Morbius
Morbid.
2, Morbius.
You know they're going to make Jared Leto say it's Morbid time,
Oh,
right?
guarantee. Yes, yes.
Because
Whenever
they're
he
out of
shows up
touch.
again, they're totally going to do it because let's move on to something that's going to
Okay.
be, I think is going to be great. The Super Mario Brothers movie. I'm all
It
in
is.
on this.
I'm kind of 50-50. It's on my list of movies to get drunk to because I feel like, again, a lot of people are ragging on Chris Pratt, which I don't know where Hollywood lands on him anymore. I think he says I like Jesus, and now he's like a pariah. But
Yeah,
anyhow,
he hasn't done anything objectionable. Like I don't.
no,
He has like he a couple years ago he had like a new kid and he's like, oh, I'm so happy my kid was born happy and healthy, and people are like, how dare he say that? That's insulting to Anna Faris. Because I
yes,
guess when they had a kid with Anna Faris, it wasn't. But he's a new father. Everyone says that about their kid.
yeah, he's not. He's not. I don't think he was denying the existence of his first kid, but it's like it's regardless.
Yeah, it's weird.
Um, but anyhow, going back to Chris, I'll get off my soapbox. You know what? The movie that made him, movie that starred Chris Pratt that was really great and subverted all expectations. The Lego Movie. You know what?
Yeah.
Which was probably me and three of my buddies sat in a theater and laughed our asses off at the Lego Movie.
That was a good movie.
I don't laugh hard at comedies in the theater, but I laughed hard at the Lego Movie because it was funny. I have a feeling if the Super Mario Brothers movie has that same sort of like tone, I think it could be there. It also could be really bad because it's also by Illumination, the people who make the Sing movies and Minions. So
You know what? As someone who's watched the Sing movies multiple times,
oh yeah, I forget you have two small children.
they're not bad. I don't. You know, I've held off on watching the Minion movies, but a few weeks ago, my girls saw that Despicable Me was on Netflix. Like, put it on. They're not bad. They're a kids movie. I think those movies are fine. They're fine. The Minions, you're gonna love them or hate them. I don't mind them. I think the movies are fine. I have faith in. I've not seen an Illumination movie that I've outright hated. I think I'm looking for the Super Mario Brothers movie. Like the previews, they're cramming stuff in there. They're doing a section that has a Donkey Kong reference, which I thought was a Smash Brothers reference, which it might be both. There's a Mario Kart reference in there. Rainbow Road, I think was. This movie looks like it could be a lot of fun. I'm here for it. I'm honestly thinking about going to the movies, taking my girls to see it. So we'll see if that actually happens. But
I will say, I think the internet went nuts about the casting, and I will say the trailer so far reflected like, all right, these are pretty good casting choice. I don't think Chris Pratt tried to do a Mario.
What were people expecting? Mario to have like the stereotypical like, it's me, Mario. I'm making the pizza. I'm a stereotype.
I think honestly, I will say this. I think, look, don't do that. I will say that.
You can't do that.
Don't do the Italian thing. Just be yourself. Be Emmett from the Lego Movie. People like that. It works.
It sounds like he's doing a
he's kind of. It sounds like there's a little bit of
Brooklyn
that.
accent.
Hey, mama. It sounds like he's doing that a little bit, but otherwise the rest of the cast.
Yeah.
Jack Black sounds great as Bowser.
He does.
Like that first teaser trailer where it's like ungodly epic,
Yeah,
and
and
it's
then
like
the little
holy
penguins
shit.
come out with the.
Yeah, he's just like, do you yield? I do not. Like, fuck, that's actually pretty badass. Seth Rogen's gonna be Donkey Kong. I'm down for that. Somebody did like someone on YouTube did a fan animation with like I think like it was like Gary's Mod or something like that, where they took the scene from Pineapple Express of like right after Seth Rogen's character sees the one guy get killed, he shows up at James Franco's apartment, and I'm like, okay, I'm down. Basically, it's a proof of concept. Anna Taylor Joy is Princess Peach. Charlie Day is Luigi, and I think Keegan Mike Key. Jesus, I cannot speak tonight. Keegan Michael Key is Toad. I'm for that. You know,
Yeah.
the casting is great. I'll say that unironically.
No, it's an all-star cast. I'm looking forward to it. I'm here for it. Nintendo has been really gun shy about making movies on their stuff, but they seem really gung ho about this. So I think it's going to be entertaining. I think it's going to be good.
I know there's a lot of people that are saying if this is successful, then it may lead to people getting a Metroid movie or like a Legend of Zelda movie, which I'm fine.
Guaranteed.
Yes.
And I've been saying this for like 20 years that if they made a Mario movie, it should be CGI animation. At the time, my first thought of it, like in the style of Shrek. Now, this is when Shrek first came out. And I think that this movie, I haven't seen it yet. I don't think they're going to do pop culture references the way Shrek does it. But I think that this kind of fits what I said. Yes, if you want to do a Mario movie, this is how you do it. This is the approach you need to take. Whether it's good is another matter, but I think the approach is what you need to do.
It definitely looks good, given again the concept, or given that you're trying to do a big feature film of the Super Mario Brothers. So again, I'm hoping it's good. I'm not rooting against it. Let's just put it that way.
All right. Next one on the list here, the trailer just dropped for this.
Renfield, yay!
Which when I first heard about, I'm like, Nick Cage is Dracula. Take my money, please.
Yeah.
And seeing the trailer, it has not disappointed at all.
I love that I will say this. I love the concept. I love that his Dracula looks a lot like. There's like an old 30s movie where it's like a lot of people are like, oh, this is the inspiration for the Joker. I like the look of Dracula.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Like The Man Who Laughs or something like that.
That's it. That's it exactly. So I like the Nick Cage as Dracula. That looks great. The concept's great where it's like this weird, like almost like I'm trying to get out of this like bad toxic relationship, but it's just like I'm a familiar to Dracula. That's great. I think I am very much looking forward to that because I'd be very surprised that does not turn out to be if it turns out to be like a really shitty movie. I think it's going to be on the same level of like. There's been a lot of movies or not a lot of movies, but there's just some movies where it's like, fuck it, let's come up with an idea for a movie. And Renfield's one of them. I think most recently there was Violent Night, where it's like Santa Claus is like.
I need to see that.
I do too. Trust me. I'm surprised also again that it was available for like a video on demand. So
Christmas season.
I know, but that's what I'm saying. But yeah, so Renfield I hope is probably one of the best Nicolas Cage performances of all time, because it looks fantastic. I love that bit at the end where he's like, "Don't let him in," because like, you got to invite a vampire.
Playing on some vampire lore.
That's great.
All right, next one. Speaking of horror, The Evil Dead Rise. Are you an Evil Dead fan?
I like the stuff with Bruce Campbell. I liked Evil Dead 3, Army of Darkness. I have not seen the first two that are more hardcore, like blood and guts horror. I have not actually seen.
The first one is very much a horror film through and through. The second one is where it gets silly, and the third one is just an outright comedy.
Yeah, third one I've seen multiple times as a kid, and I loved it.
The remake.
He doesn't remember the words; he's just mumbling it.
The remake that came out 10 years ago was more of a straight up horror film, and that was pretty good. That was gory. I mean,
Mhm.
gory in a not in a torture porn kind of way, just in a what you would expect from a movie like this.
Yes.
And I like that one a lot. I thought that was pretty good. So I'm looking forward to this new one. They're taking place in
High
a high
rise or
rise,
something.
the cabin in the woods. So that's a new location, which might be able to change up the thing. But it looks good. I'm gonna wait till it comes out on
Yeah.
DVD or streaming.
Yeah. I think that fell under my honorable mentions where I couldn't find where I was like, I feel like I need to bring it up, but couldn't find a good host for it.
Let's jump into May now. Oh my God, we're only at May. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3.
It's probably gonna be really fun. It's gonna be really fucking good. I know a lot of people were a lot of
Hashtag
stupid people.
fire James Gunn.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a weird path for us getting Guardians 3 because of Trump trolls cancel James Gunn because of tweets that were made as jokes,
Yeah,
I think back in the early 2010s, that he previously had apologized for. But
right.
again, people are stupid and don't remember things.
I guarantee you, when Disney or Marvel, whoever called James Gunn into the office when that got traction, they said, "Listen, we have our slate. Guardians isn't going to be able to come out till 23 anyway, so we're going to fire you for 6 months. There's other projects you want to do it because we won't be able to get to this one until then, and then we will hire you again." And he's probably like, "All right," which is how he got Suicide Squad. But
You know, that actually sounds that's yeah, that sounds believable enough because I could see that because there's no way that a third Guardians movie would fit within all the other shit leading up to Endgame.
yeah, yeah. And they had their other things they wanted to do. And plus, I guess what's funny is James Gunn let it be known that they were writing the holiday special during Guardians 2. So like that was always going to be James Gunn wasn't gone for long.
No,
So
no, this is a yeah, which is fine. Again, I think a lot of people. I remember there were a lot of people when the second one came out. They're like, it's not as good as the first. I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about. This movie is fucking fantastic. If everyone's gonna play about cookie cutter Marvel movies, watch Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. It is not cookie cutter. It is very emotional. Has a lot of great character moments. A
I
lot of
think
good.
I still like the first one better, but that's just personal preference.
Yeah, I both of them are really good movies. Like, again, you're going to remember the Guardians movies versus like, and I hate to say this, but versus something like a Shang-Chi, which Shang-Chi's not bad, but Shang-Chi also isn't like doing
It
anything spectacular.
it depends on where the sequels go. Because
Yeah,
like if you look at that first Iron Man movie, it's not great. It's so like generic. But where Iron Man had gone,
Mhm.
retroactively makes like this was great.
Yeah, but but yeah, I will say that. I mean, in terms of compared to a lot of the other more recent Marvel stuff, where it's like you feel the assembly lineness of it. Yeah, the Guardians movies always have stood out as like being really great, really emotional, really memorable. That's probably the biggest thing, really memorable. So I'm looking for yeah, I think that's going to be probably one of the better movies of the summer.
So well, I guess time will tell. Speaking of what's going to be the best movie ever, Fast X.
Looking forward to it. I am very excited for it because these movies very much like the John Wick movies since Fast Five. I don't want to say not disappointed, but just like, you know what, it's pure spectacle. I want to see what they do with cars.
I
I
haven't
want
seen number 9 yet. I remember being underwhelmed by number 8, but I'm here. I'm here to see the rest of the series play out. You know, the original director Justin Lin was fired from the movie, or left, depending on who you talk to. I guess he was having issues with Vin Diesel. But there was a video
shocker.
when they, yeah, there was a video when they started it with Vin Diesel and Justin Lin, and it's so hilariously cringy. Where like Vin Diesel's talking like, "Yeah, don't you think this is going to be the best one yet?" And Justin Lin's like, "Yeah, I guess it could be the best one, sure." And Vin Diesel like a second or two late from responding, going like, "Woo wee!" Like it's so weird.
Yeah, no, I remember that. They're like in Ireland or something. It's somewhere where it's like overcasty and rainy, and he's
Yeah, I
just like,
think so.
yeah. no, when everyone calls you an asshole and it's like the only movies that you're making now, I think you may be the problem. But it's supposed to be the end of the Fast Furious movie, so I'm
Well,
assuming they're going to break the fourth wall and they're going to show up in the real world. That's my
possible.
prediction.
I know Fast X is split in between two. They're doing a two-part finale because of
Oh
course
God,
they
are
are.
they?
But fun
Man,
fact about Fast X, it stars Jason Momoa and Alan Richardson or Richson, which, if you may remember, both played Aquaman. So we're going to have
that's true.
Aquaman meets Aquaman, presumably if they have the same, if they
I,
share a scene.
I honestly, I'm for. I did not know. I think I may have heard something about Jason Momoa, but I did not know about Alec Richardson. And as I mentioned earlier in this episode, I recently watched Reacher,
Hmm.
so I'm very much for that. Like, you know what? Bring it on, bring it on. That's great.
So
Again, Fast X or the Fast and Furious movies, they usually are consistently entertaining to me.
it's all about family. Gotta
It's
join the
about family.
family. Family. Family.
You
It's gotta be
familiar?
family. The Last Jedi, story about family. You want some family?
Sorry about family. Oh,
um. All right. Real quick, shotgun. Little Mermaid. Yay or nay?
oh, it's probably gonna be. It's gonna be complete horseshit. It sounds like shit. I mean, the Disney reboots where we're doing pretty much we're doing the anime movie but in live action. I don't know. They keep making money because stupid people keep showing up to them.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
You know,
I
Little
mean, I
Mermaid.
like.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry. Little Mermaid was the last one on the Disney bingo card that they had a cover for the Disney Renaissance period that everyone loves. They did Aladdin, Lion King, Beauty and the Beast. Little Mermaid was the one that kind of kicked that off. That was the
Where,
last one they
where's
had to
a
get.
res? Where's the Rescuers 2 Down Under? That was in the Disney Renaissance. Remake
That
that
was
movie.
slightly before Disney. Oh wait, no, it was an in
Really?
between period. I don't know. That one, no one cares about that one, but
I,
I'm sure it'll come straight to Disney Plus.
but yeah, no. I mean, I'm not gonna get. I'm not gonna get into the whole Ariel's black. It's fine. It's an act. It's a fucking fit. It's a fish that turns into a woman. It's fine. But the movie itself is just going to be a beat for beat remake of of the original movie. We all know how it's going to begin, how it's going to end. Who cares? Who
Yeah.
cares? Who I don't know if I looked this up. Who's gonna be Sebastian and like a Flounder? Have they
No
announced it?
idea. Let me look really quickly. Oh, David Diggs as Sebastian.
Who?
That David Diggs, best known for being in Hamilton. He played Thomas Jefferson in Hamilton.
I have no idea
Um,
who that is.
uh,
Jacob Tremblay is Flounder.
yeah, who's like in everything. I feel like.
He's got the Andy Milonakis thing going on.
Well, he's 16 years old, so
he
he's
the,
allowed to look young.
that ship's about to sail is what you're telling me.
Yeah, but
Oh God, Melissa McCarthy's Ursula. Fucking
yeah, I could
really?
see it. I could see it. I don't know how she sings, but I could see it. I know people are like Lizzo should be
I
Ursula,
I do remember
which
hearing that. You know what? I'd be for Lizzo as Ursula. That's nuts. And I'm like, you know what? Go. I'd rather have the nuts choice of casting versus like Melissa McCarthy's pretty fucking safe.
yeah, I don't know. There
Uh,
must have been a decision one way or another. Doesn't matter. Doesn't
somebody.
matter.
Yeah.
Let's move on. A movie that's going to be, I think, I'm going to say this best movie, best big Hollywood movie of the year, Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse.
Yes. All for that. That is going to be. It's taken many years to get it. I can't tell if it's supposed to be still a two-part movie or still if they've condensed into one.
They're going to make a third one. I don't know when
Okay.
the third one's coming out, but yeah, it's definitely a part two. I'm guessing it ends on a cliffhanger. Who knows? But they're making a third one called Beyond the Spider Verse, which is going to come out next year.
Yeah. No, but I'm no, I really look forward. Yeah, Into the Spider Verse was probably one of the best, and I mean, for God's sakes, it won the Oscar. A superhero movie won an Oscar. Let's just let that fact sink in with everyone.
Take
It
that,
won.
Zack Snyder.
Yeah, it won the
Where's your
Oscar,
cheer moment
and
now?
yeah, and I think it's definitely influenced a lot of more recent animated movies. I know there's like was the Puss in Boots that came out right at the end of
Oh
2022,
yeah,
and that
it did come
has
out.
some that same sort of like we're going to remove some frames, make it seem a little bit more choppy and like for the action.
Oh,
So
did they
it's
do
like
that in Puss in Boots?
I think they did, yeah, in some of the action in the trailers it made it seem like that. But yeah, no, I'm looking forward to that. I will probably be sitting in the audience because with all the 6-year-olds in my Spider-Man outfit.
Just wear the
I
mask.
actually,
No.
yeah. I've still got my Scarlet Spider hoodie, so I wore that to Far From Home. I plan on wearing that for this too.
You know what you should do? You should sit there and then like turn to the kid that's next to you, like, so you like Spider-Man? Like, yeah. Oh yeah? What's Spider-Man's favorite color? I don't know. Yeah, that's what I thought so, fake fan.
Just push him down.
You should go home and kill yourself.
Mom, Dad.
Anyway, speaking of, I take it back. The best movie of the year is going to be this next one, Transformers: Rise of the Beasts.
Not surprisingly, not directed by Michael Bay. I
Yeah, I
had to
think
look that
Bay's
up.
moved on.
Yeah. I vaguely remember the Beast Transformers when I was a kid. I think that came out right when I was like 5 or 6. Sure. I'll be honest. I don't know what the fuck's going on with Transformers. I remember hearing that Bumblebee was good as like its own standalone thing, but yeah, I don't know where. I guess we're going with the Beast Transformers, where they turn into robotic animals.
Why not? They gotta mine that well as much as they
Yeah.
can. I
Is
do
it going to
know
be
that.
Is it going to be heavily set in China to get that sweet communist money?
Anything's possible. Yeah, Michelle Yeoh. Speaking about Michelle Yeoh from earlier, she's going to be in it.
What?
I don't know. Does
Oh
it
God!
matter?
What
As
what
what?
a
As someone
career
collecting
she's
a
had this
paycheck.
year.
So I guess the Transformers film is the film Bumblebee is now was officially a reboot of the series, and this continues on with that.
Really?
So supposedly
Okay.
it's supposed to be a prequel, and then they're like, no, we're gonna make it a reboot because no one liked the last one. So
Sure.
we'll see what happens.
Sure. Go.
But
That's in my again. It's in my list of the. Where did I put it at? Sorry, I gotta go through my documentation. Yeah, it's in the movies that sound like shit.
that's fair. Next up, the most controversial movie ever made, The Flash,
Oof.
which apparently internally at Warner Brothers, they're as excited. They haven't been excited about a movie as much as they have about The Flash since The Dark Knight. So it sounds like it's going to be pretty good, but we have that Ezra Miller clouds over it.
Apparently, yeah. Wow. Talk about. I want to know what Ezra Miller has on Warner Brothers because holy shit,
I just think,
they have
yeah,
committed some fucking weird acts and have been allowed to get away with it.
I can guarantee you Ezra Miller is not going to be back. They're not saying it now because they don't want to like probably damage the Flash, but I guarantee you we will not see him again as Barry Allen after this movie.
Thanks to the power of editing, we don't need Ezra Miller for the rest of the film.
Like I know people are like they need to just recast Ezra Miller and refilm it. They're not going to do that because he's like, according to rumors, he's playing 2 to 3 different roles in the movie, and he's in like every scene. That means you're refilming the entire movie. This is not a get rid of Kevin Spacey and all the money in the world. This is like a ground up reshoot. That's not happening.
No, no, is very much like I assume because again these projects take a while. Like they finished principal photography and then he decided to go, I'm nutty, and decided to go on his like,
Yeah.
God, what was it? Kidnap or groom
Yeah.
a young child, and then
Yeah.
they wanted to kill Susan Sarandon.
Oh,
Somehow,
I didn't hear about that one,
oh yeah,
but
no, he wanted to sacrifice Susan Sarandon for something. Yeah, Google it, people.
I don't want to live on this planet anymore.
No, I hope to God the last scene of his like, whoa, Barry Allen, the facial features have changed, so I no longer look like Ezra Miller.
You know what's funny about The Flash is that they announced this movie the day or two after the Flash TV show came on, and there was some minor controversy. Like, that show just started, and you're announcing another movie with a different actor. That's shitty. Even Stephen
Yeah.
Amell came out on social
I
media
remember
to
that.
complain about that. But I guess they didn't need to worry because the movie's not coming out until after the series is done.
Yeah. R.I.P. You died. The Flash. You died a slow and painful death.
Like, that movie has been that movie had been in development hell and so much turnaround.
Mhm.
Man, oh man.
You would think it wouldn't be that hard to make a Flash movie, but pretty much they're going to use it as a they're going to make it a Flashpoint movie. It's going to reboot everything, and now James Gunn's got his clean slate.
Well, not really, because we'll get to that in a little bit. But we have
Oh
an
God.
Aquaman movie coming up
Oh, that's right.
that comes out in December. We'll jump ahead. That comes out in December, and that's going to be like the last one in that world apparently.
Yeah. Well, don't forget, one of the other movies to survive the cull was Blue Beetle.
Yes. Why? I mean, nothing against Blue Beetle, but like, how did that survive and not like? And like, Blue Beetle was supposed to be HBO Max, and they promoted it up to a
Yeah.
theatrical release. Like, is it going to be that good of a movie that they've seen? I don't know. It's
I don't know.
weird.
Well, the other thing I will say again, I'm kind of going from the trying to be movie producer brain. When Batgirl's announced, okay, Batgirl is more well known than a lot of other superheroes. Michael Keaton's going to be in it. Brendan Fraser's on like is on a
Comeback
renaissance,
streak.
yeah,
Yeah.
comeback streak, and he's going to be the villain of your movie. So that gets axed, and Blue Beetle gets saved. And again, I like the character enough. I've seen him the character used in a couple different animated adaptations. I'm like, okay, he's a fun enough character.
I mean, why not make a Blue Beetle movie? Yeah, I
Yeah,
got nothing against them making a Blue Beetle movie. It's just kind of like
it's odd
it's
that
weird.
that gets saved and Batgirl does not. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Yeah, just in terms of like the math of like, okay, why will people go see this versus that?
Right.
But who knows? Maybe somebody owed somebody a favor.
Maybe. But
What month are we in now?
we're in June. There's one more big one in June.
What's that?
Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny.
That's gonna be fun.
Really?
That's gonna be, dude.
I think it's going to be good. I'm an indie fan. I think James, as much as I'm disappointed that Steven Spielberg isn't directing, James Mangold is a proven director.
Yeah, but they're doing the weird thing where like we're de-aging an actor who's still alive. I don't even know if Harrison Ford wants to do it anymore. The girl from Fleabag is supposed to be in it. I don't know her name.
Um Phoebe
Phoebe,
Waller-Bridge.
yeah, which I don't
like her.
know.
I got nothing against her.
I will say this: I'm going to be one of those detractors. I will give it this: Crystal Skull was not nearly as bad as the audience made it out to be. There's some bad
Agreed.
stuff in it, but like, why? Why are we doing another Indiana Jones movie? I don't think Harrison Ford wants to make it.
Oh no, he does. I guarantee you, this is what happened when The Force Awakens came out. They said, "Hey Harrison Ford, do you want to be Han Solo?" And he got up from his like pot high. What? No, fuck that. No, I don't want to do that. Like,
I've been trying to get out of that since the '80s.
yeah, I didn't want to do that in the '80s, let alone now. Get out of here with that shit. And they said, "All right, we'll kill you in the movie." No, I still don't want to do it. I mean, it's have to be in the movie. Screw that. We'll fund another Indiana Jones film. Okay, where do I sign? Like, Harrison Ford loves Indiana Jones. Like, he would come back to do it any day of the week. And I guarantee you, I'm sure Disney wanted to do something with Indiana Jones. That's an IP that they can mine.
They're like, okay, we got to milk this.
But I guarantee you that's how they got. Like, Harrison Ford loves Indy.
Okay, I did not know that.
Yeah, yeah. I think there's some interview like he'd come back in a heartbeat to do Indiana Jones, and from what it's sounding like, this is going to be like legit the last closing chapter. I don't think they're going to kill him. I hope they don't kill him. That's too much of a retread of Logan.
It's a shot for shot. Indiana Jones it's just
also directed by
James
just... Mangold. The trailer, yeah, it's weird that they're doing some de-aging stuff, but if it's just supposed to be at the beginning of the movie, that's fine. People are saying they're going to time travel, and then Phoebe Waller-Bridge is going to be the new Indiana Jones. They're going to go woke. I don't think that's going to happen. I have a prediction what's going to happen.
Okay.
I'm going to say it right here. That Indiana Jones, whatever the Dial of Destiny, it's going to be something time travel related. Because the bad guy, Mads Mikkelsen, who's fantastic, great casting, going to be a good bad guy.
Yeah.
He's a Nazi who wants to change some things, probably to bring Nazi people back. I'm guessing the Dial of Destiny is some time travel thing, and they're going to try to find it, get all the pieces, make it. And from the trailer, it sounds like Indy is at the end of his adventure. He's, days have passed. He's over the hill. He's, his best days are behind him, so he's feeling kind of glum. And I guarantee you, the story is going to be like, you know what, things are glum, but I'm going to get over it and live my best life as I ride off to the sunset. And I bet you he'll be tempted to use the time travel device to go back and relive things, but decides no, history can't be tampered with. Breaks the device, and then the bad guys will use it, and they'll fuck with them, because that's what always happens in these movies. But
Yeah. It always backfires. It always backfires. You know what? Let's save this clip and let's come back to it in a year and see how accurate it is.
Yeah, I want to see that movie. I would see that in the theater. I've seen all the other ones in the theaters, and by all the other ones I mean I've seen re-releases of the first three, because I didn't see the originals when they came out. But yeah, that's my prediction of what happens in Indy 5, because that would be a good way to, like, you want to go back, but you're like, no, you have to accept the past and move on.
Isn't that basically I think what you're describing, isn't that Star Trek episode where like Q sends Picard back to like when he's in the academy? It's
similar sort of vibe to it.
Like Tapestry. It's like, oh, you need to have those mistakes in your past in order to become the man you are today. Otherwise, you'll just be a fucking puss in a blue uniform.
Yeah, I don't think they're actually going to do any time travel, or maybe there'll be an element where you'll see scenes from the past movie where they are flying around him, like he's tempted to use it, and he's like, nope, and then that'll be it.
Okay.
I could be wrong, but that's my guess.
I don't think the one thing I will say, all the artifacts are based on like real things. Like, even though people are shitting on crystal skulls, like crystal skulls are real. Like, that's a real archaeological thing that you can find.
Are the stones from Temple of Doom real?
Sure.
It doesn't matter. I don't care. It doesn't matter.
It's an artifact. Artifact, ancient culture. That's all you. Maybe some.
The movie will explain it. The movie will explain it. All right, let's go to July. There's 3 big movies in July.
All right.
Mission Impossible Part 900.
Probably going to be pretty solid. Those movies, Tom Cruise is willing to kill himself on camera. I'm for it.
Did you see the new video that came out with Tom Cruise? Like,
yes.
Thanks for watching Top Gun Maverick. I want to jump off this plane now. Bye.
Yeah, no, it's great. I was like, oh my god, look at him go! Holy shit! Yeah, no, I'm for that, 100%. Love it. Again, it's at this. It's like the Mission Impossible and Fast and Furious are at the same level, but the difference is, okay, we're going to be stupid and fake, because in a sense of like, okay, there's CGI cars and shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
Mission Impossible, like, we're going to be stupid, but for real.
Real.
Tom Cruise is going to be strapped to the side of this plane. He's going to jump off the Burj Khalifa. Let's see what Tom Cruise is willing to do. And watch the insurance companies grab their hair and go, oh my god.
Tom Cruise is a nutcase, but I'll give him credit. He knows how to put on a show.
Damn right. He knows how to keep people entertained.
Next movie up, Barbie. I'm all in on this.
Yes.
Trailer.
The trailer looks great. I think it is on my get drunk to list, but I think it's going to be a lot. It's either going to be like, I think it's going to be fantastic.
I think it's going to be this year's Lego movie. I really do. Yes. Based on the things I've heard about the plot, I think it's going to be like the Lego movie live action.
The casting is great. Fucking Ryan Gosling is Ken. Actually, no, there's multiple actors who are being like different Kens.
Different Kens, different Barbies. As a father of 2 daughters who have really gotten into Barbie this past year, I don't think this movie is going to be made for kids. At least I would watch it first before showing it to them. I think this is going to be hilariously awesome.
I mean, you saw the teaser trailer, right?
Yeah, with the
Or,
monolith.
yeah, it's like, oh my god. I will say this: the older I get, the more I'm like, I don't need to see the second trailer for a movie. Just show me that first one. That's all I need to see. If that doesn't sell me on the movie, nothing will. Yeah, just the fact that they're parodying 2001: A Space Odyssey with fucking a 30-foot tall Margot Robbie. You know what? I'm sold. I don't know what this movie's going to be about, but you know what? I'm sold. Just show it to me. I want to see it.
The week after that, we have the Marvels, the Captain Marvel 2 movie, which really isn't Captain Marvel 2 apparently.
It somehow connects to the Miss Marvel show, and then Monica Rambeau's in there too.
I mean, they all were Marvel characters, so I guess that's where they're going with it.
Yeah, so hopefully somebody watched Miss Marvel and can explain what the fuck happened there. But it'll be fine. I think it'll be good. I like the title because it's kind of like,
yeah.
I mean, Miss Marvel or Captain Marvel, I guess it was. Yeah, it was solid. It was okay. I liked how the bad guy. I like how again, bad guy's like trying to goad her into a fight, and she's like, "Fuck that!" Just blast him. That's great. But
I didn't see Captain Marvel.
You're not missing much. You're not missing much. I'll just.
I
tell
do
you
want
right
to
now.
watch it. I just haven't gotten around to it.
Again, just you're not missing much. I'm just gonna put it that way. I mean, I I don't know. There is I won't. This is a minor spoiler, but and again, it's one of the. Do you mind if I give it just a minor?
I don't care.
Okay, so there's So the movie takes place in the 90s.
Yeah.
And so for their Stanley cameo,
he's reading Mallrats.
He's reading Mallrats.
And
so
in Mallrats, they talk about Marvel comics.
Yeah, and then that movie again, it's like, holy shit, you're Stan Lee. So it's like, wait, do Marvel comics exist in the Marvel Cinematic Universe? Because
fun trivia fact: Marvel comics exist in Marvel Comics. In fact, in the 80s, Steve Rogers worked for Marvel Comics as a freelance artist who made Captain America comics. I'm not making that up. That's
so stupid. That's so stupid. It's brilliant. But yeah, no, that's the only fun thing I remember is he's reading the script for Mallrats for his cameo. So I'm like, okay, somewhere he's reading about the kryptonite condom.
Well, you know what's also funny? I think that would be like Stan Lee's first major cameo.
Yes.
So it seems appropriate that the cameo references the first cameo. Although he did have a cameo in one of those Incredible Hulk movies from the 80s.
Yeah. And also he's in the I think so. Yeah, the 80s Hulk show. I think if I remember correctly, he's like in the there's a trial of Bruce Banner.
Yeah, Banner. It's a dreams. So there's a movie called The Trial of the Incredible Hulk. There's no trial in this movie except in one dream sequence, and he teams up with in the movie he teams up with Daredevil to take on the Kingpin. The Kingpin played by what's his name? John Rhys Davies, who was known as Sala in Indiana Jones. Anyway.
Oh, no shit.
But and he's a juror member in the dream sequence. So, yeah.
There you go.
So, I don't know. I'll probably maybe watch it. I should get caught up with the Marvel movies at some point, but we'll see.
I'll sit down and bite the bullet and watch She-Hulk and Miss Marvel.
Maybe the wife and I watched She-Hulk. We liked it.
Oh yeah, that's true. I actually ruined. That's true. During the chat, I ruined a spoiler because I saw it on like one of the shit posting pages.
You jackass.
Yeah, I know. All
right, let's move on to August because we're going way longer than I thought we would. That's okay. They're releasing another Ninja Turtle movie.
Oh yeah, I read the description of that. That sounds awful. They're trying to pretend to be regular teens. Why? I guess that's the only angle you haven't really explored.
Yeah, that's the biggest problem I've had with all the most of the Ninja Turtle adaptations is that they forget that they're teenagers. Like they have him say "party on, radical dude" and all that, but they forget the fact that they're teenagers and should be acting like teenagers.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's supposed to be animated, so it's not gonna be like the weird
Yeah.
Michael Bay. Again, we're trying to make these things look like they're biologically possible, which should not be the case. Cartoon characters do not need to be anatomically correct.
Um, I don't know anything about the movie. I've seen some stills. The animation looks fine. My girls right now are really into the Ninja Turtles. They love that 2012 show. So we've watched that one season on Netflix several times. So we would take them to see this.
I mean, the 2012 one is pretty good. It just gets stupid the longer it goes on because they ran out of steam.
That's what I've heard. So
Yeah, it's very much the first two seasons fantastic, and then after that, it's like, yeah, where are we going? But anyhow, yeah, I heard that description of like they're trying to pretend to be regular teens. I'm like, all right. I mean, not what I would have gone for, but all
and
right.
that could be interpreted in so many different ways. So
Yeah,
see what happens.
I'm hoping they're just not going to disguise themselves like humans. I think that would be weird, but
It wouldn't be
whatever.
the first time they did that. In the old cartoon, they put on like a fake human mask and like walk out on the streets. But then that cartoon was targeted towards like
You,
8-year-olds like myself.
yeah, I was gonna. I mean, the only time the turtles do disguise themselves is big old trench coat and a fedora. That's how
Um,
Raph gets around.
Moving on, I just learned we talked about Blue Beetle already, so we won't do that again. But do you watch Saturday Night Live?
I know where this is going. Yes,
I'm just looking on here. Please Don't Destroy is coming out with a movie.
I'm. It's untitled, but you know what? I'm for it. I think it's probably one of I think of the last season or so of SNL. I'm like, this is like, I hate to kind of make comparisons to The Lonely Island, but it's very much like, you know what? These guys are funny. Their bits make me laugh. They make me laugh hard. I very much want to see what a full feature length movie is going to be with them. So
Right.
it's on my movies I give a shit about.
That could
I
be
would
either really good or really bad, but either way,
yes. It could just be literally a compilation of sketches. That's all it needs to be. You know, I'm for it because those again, they are some of the funniest bits from SNL
hmm
that they've done recently, and I'm always looking forward to whenever they say it's a "Please Don't Destroy" video. So yes, I was hoping you were bringing that up. It was one of the things I was like, oh, please mention this, please mention this.
So yeah, I literally just learned that as I was scrolling down the list here. I'm like, huh, okay. Next up in September, we have the Expendables 4
Oh yeah,
or Expendable More.
I
Oh,
guess
that should be called Expendable More because it's 4 and more. Interesting. I guess so. Stallone's not going to be in it much, which is what's the point then? But
I'm surprised. I mean,
why are
they're
they
not
making this?
money.
I
I get.
guess
I don't think the last one was very successful.
no. It came out. It came out 9 years ago.
Oh God, really?
Expendables 3 came out 9 years ago. And I guess one of the reasons they claimed it didn't do so well is because a lot of people streamed it or downloaded it illegally, which I may or may not have contributed to. But it kind of bombed. I'm
Yeah.
surprised they're willing to put money towards it, but I don't know.
I mean, I will say this: in the last couple of years, there has been a market for like older actors doing action movies. Like I remember there was the movie that came out like a year or so ago, like Nobody, that had fucking what's the actor's name? It's Better Call Saul, but it's made by the people who made
Oh yeah,
John Wick.
Mr. Nobody.
Yeah, Nobody or something like that. So I'm like, I
Yeah,
see the appeal of like older actors kicking ass. Like
yeah. The
it's
the what my old podcast buddy who's gone on to different things, Zach would call that dad fiction
yeah,
because it's like you have a older guy, grizzled, and he's got to take down the bad guys.
yeah. So there is I can see that, but it's like very much. And that first move was a novelty because it's like, hey, Bruce Willis, Arnold Schwarzenegger, Sylvester Stallone are going to be in a movie together. It's like the biggest
They weren't
80s
even in
movie.
it that much in the first one.
It's one scene. It's one scene in the first
Yeah,
movie, and then I think in the sequel,
they're
they
way
do.
in it more.
Yes, and this is
But
before
there,
Bruce
it's
Willis. Yeah.
went crazy that and before Bruce Willis started to do the geezer teaser, which Red Letter Media
Yeah.
inadvertently caused him to come out and reveal that he has a
A
neurological disorder.
Yeah, it's like, oh God. It's like at first you're like big fun, like, oh, he's such a cheapskate trying to cash in. He's like, no, this guy's just trying to he's still got his faculties, so he's just trying to make as much money as he can. Like, holy shit. This is like again, I guess every tragedy is just or every comedy is just a tragedy if you just twist it a little bit.
Yeah,
Which, by the way, he is going to have a movie coming out called Assassin. Also
I
made by
did see that.
also made by Saban Films, who I think have produced all those geezer teasers.
Nice. You do you, Bruce Willis.
Hey, make that money, man. You're still great in those. Your classics will still be classics.
All right, moving on to October. Craven the Hunter, which we talked about. Will it be 2023's very own Morbius? We'll find out.
God, I hope so. I need a good laugh.
Russell Crowe is in it. Oh my god.
Yeah, that doesn't mean much. They got good actors in Morbius too. I saw, so
True.
that don't mean shit.
It's got Paycheck the movie. Um, they're making another Saw movie. Who cares? Why are they still doing these? Moving on to November, Dune Part 2, the world's quietest movie.
Yeah. Hey, this first one was good. Yeah. I mean, the second one will probably be good. Yeah. No, that's what I'll say. Yeah. I mean, I remember liking the first one. I've only seen it the one time. Um,
Yeah, it was good. I
I'm
just wish,
surprised
like, well, I don't know why everyone had to be like, this is how it's good. Why they had to, like, whisper throughout the whole thing.
because that's how you know it's a serious movie. Because
I guess. Like, I crank up my volume and then it comes to an action scene. Like, oh my god, throw down, throw down.
yeah, that's exactly how it goes. Um, and then okay, so
Let's see. Oh, in the next week, throw this on the Y pile. The Hunger Games prequel to the Hunger Games, the We're Not Hungry Yet games.
it's again kind of. I think this is I feel like this is aping off Game of Thrones, where like House of the Dragon is like the Dance of Dragons. It's a ballad of songbirds and snakes. It's like it sounds
Yeah.
fanciful.
Yeah, like, do people care about the Hunger Games anymore?
I mean, I'm assuming the lady who wrote them wants a good paycheck.
I mean, and good for her. More power
Good
to
for
her.
Yeah.
But like the Jennifer Lawrence movie, the last one came out. Well, the first one came out 10 years ago.
Yes, it came out right when I was in college.
And the third one came out in 2015. Oh, the fourth one, I guess, because they split it into two movies. Thanks a lot, Harry Potter.
Yep.
No,
Twilight did that, didn't they? Twilight do that first? Was it Harry? I think Twilight did it first. I feel like Breaking Dawn.
I feel like it was Harry Potter.
I'll look that up. You may be right. Let's see. Harry Potter. But anyhow,
I'm gonna look up Twilight.
Okay.
Everything's real time, people.
2010 and 2011. So when is Breaking Dawn?
Okay. Breaking Dawn came out in 2011, 2012.
Okay, so then Harry Potter did it first.
Yeah. Simpsons did it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I don't know why. I mean, this movie came out, and the book came out in 2020. So they raced this into production, didn't they?
Hey, money's to be made.
Yeah, I guess we'll see how well it does. I don't think it's going to do too well, but we'll see. Moving on to December. Speaking of weird, why are they doing this prequels? We got Wonka.
Yep, going to mention Wonka in my sounds like shit movies. I mean, they're trying. They got Timothée Chalamet, Atreides. I don't remember what his character was in Doom, but yeah.
Paul
It'd be really,
Atreides,
yeah, Paul Atreides.
Wadib.
Yeah, he's going to be Willy Wonka, why though? What could you? The movies teach us everything about Willy Wonka's backstory. Fucking Tim Burton's movie. That's a weird film, but that at least gives you the full good backstory. Like his dad's an evil dentist, doesn't like sweets, and then he goes on to make this chocolate factory, finds Oompa Loompas. I mean, what else are you going to fucking do? What else could you do?
We'll find out, I guess.
I guess, yeah.
It's this movie should be a Muppet movie, and Fozzie Bear could be in it, and he can go waka waka waka.
That's so fucking stupid. I would watch Willy Wonka as
Thank
told
you,
by Muppets.
folks. I'll be here all week.
Actually, I'd be. Actually, why has no one done that? Roald Dahl, but as told by the Muppets.
Give it time. Give it time. Well, because Disney doesn't have the rights to it yet.
They made the BFG, and that was a Disney movie.
But maybe not to Willy Wonka.
I guess, but yeah, no. I would watch that. The Muppets do Willy Wonka. Kermit's like Willy Wonka. Meg Gonzo's like Charlie.
And then Miss Piggy will be the one who's like, I want it, and I want it now.
Yeah, no, I would totally watch that movie. That's again, you put the Muppets in anything, I'm for it.
Dad, what's a Muppet? Well, it's not quite a mop, and it's not quite a puppet, but to answer your question, I don't know. All right, let's move on to December. As an early birthday gift for me, we have the untitled Ghostbusters Afterlife sequel, Ghostbusters 4, or is it 5? I don't know, but it's Ghostbusters Jr. Part 2.
Did you watch Afterlife? I didn't see Afterlife.
I did. I did watch Afterlife.
What are your thoughts on it?
If you saw the original, it's good. It's fun. If you saw the original Ghostbusters, you've seen Afterlife.
Okay.
It's the exact same thing with kids. Of course they're doing. I just want some things to be left alone.
Yeah.
I love Ghostbusters is my favorite movie. I like Ghostbusters 2, more of a nostalgia thing. The remake in 2016 wasn't as bad as people say it was. And the new movie wasn't as good as people say it was. I love Ghostbusters. I have a Ghostbusters Proton Pack.
You forcibly dress up your children as Ghostbusters characters multiple times.
The girls seem to like Ghostbusters. I do give them some stuff.
I'm just joking.
I'm trying not to push things unless they want it, but I just let it be. And they want to they really want to shotgun Ghostbusters shit out. It's like, no.
We could make, I've thought about this as an episode. We should just look at all the best 80s movies and be like, how would you make them in 2023? Like Roadhouse.
They're supposed to make a remake to Roadhouse, or did they make a remake to Roadhouse?
I don't think so. If they haven't, we need to get someone from Hollywood on the phone right now. That's a movie we could
Roadhouse, upcoming film. Let's see. Serving as a remake or a reimagining of the 1989 film, directed by Doug Liman, starring Jake Gyllenhaal.
No way.
And Conor McGregor. It's going to be released via streaming via Prime.
Are you serious?
100%.
Oh, it's his 2023 film. Oh my god.
They may not have a specific date, I guess, for it, but
it just says upcoming. Oh man.
So
an ex-UFC fighter ends up. Oh, fuck off. They're not even setting it in Missouri. That's one of the cool things about that movie.
But it's in the Florida Keys. Let's face it. A hand wrestling competition would only be possible in Florida because those Florida people would be the only ones who care about it.
But the whole thing was like, okay. There's a couple of movies I do want to mention before we close out this list, but like somehow Patrick Swayze in Roadhouse had this very weird job as a what was it, an icer? Or he was like,
I don't remember.
it was something where very specifically he would go to bars, be the bouncer, beat the shit out of people, but also he basically was like John Taffer from Bar Rescue, but he would just beat the shit out of people. I mean that's what his role was in the movie, because he pretty much was like, we're going to do this, we're going to do that, we're going to do that, and we're going to beat the shit out of people who don't go along with our plans.
Okay.
So Conor McGregor's going to be the bad guy. God damn.
Well, so it's like real life for him.
I guess.
Hey yo, come at me, Conor McGregor.
Here's the thing though. I was making a joke. I was just picking an '80s movie off the top of my head that was popular enough that I didn't think had anything in the works.
Maybe they'll make a remake to The Last Dragon or a sequel to The Last Dragon.
Well, that'd be good. That would be good. I
Bring back
that.
Vanity.
Yeah. Is Barry Gordon still alive?
I have no idea.
Okay.
But anyway, Ghostbusters. You know, I know I'm going to see it, but we'll see what they do. The Ghostbusters was like The Force Awakens, so we'll see what they do with this new one, and hopefully it just people are like they need to bring back Vigo from Ghostbusters. No, they don't. No, do something original. There's so many ghosts and goblins and things you could come up with. Pick something that we don't need to see the Stay Puft Man again.
No.
We did not need to see him in Afterlife. Spoilers, sorry.
I know you're again. I
Okay.
know the cultural zeitgeist, so I'm not,
Like him popping up in Afterlife made no sense, like 0 sense. It's just because he was in the first one. We got to bring back in this one. No.
Here's what you make. I was gonna say, if you want to make, if Ivan Reitman, is that the kid's name? It's or
Ivan was the dad. Jason Reitman was the son.
Jason Reitman. If Jason really wants to do his dad proud, you go to Dan Aykroyd's house, knock on his front door, and be like, Dan, do you have an idea for a Ghostbusters movie? And you let him go.
No, you don't want to do that because he'll come up with the most craziest batch. That's why, like, if you ever like heard the first story, like the first pitch of Dan Aykroyd's Ghostbusters, it was fucking insane.
Exactly.
And that's why they got like Harold Ramis, like, okay, we gotta tone this down a bit.
Exactly. That's all I'm saying. Just because I know there was an idea of like the Ghostbusters go to hell, like do something like that. Send them to hell. That'd be awesome. See what?
I guess the video game kind of tapped into that storyline a little bit.
Yeah, I've heard of that. I've heard of that too. But yeah, just I'm sure Dan Aykroyd, if you approached him between his signing of Crystal Head Vodka, he would love to come up with. He's got ideas for. You don't need to have him write the script. Just have him come up with the idea for the movie. That's it.
Well, I guess Gil Cannon and Jason Reitman are writing the screenplay, who wrote the one for Afterlife, but they're switching out. Like Cannon is now directing, Jason Reitman is not. So We'll see. And then I guess the last movie of the year is Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom, or it should just be Aquaman and the Lost Cinematic Universe, because that's it for DCEU.
Yep. Hey, Jason may get his dream of playing Lobo, so there you go. There we go.
Yeah, I heard about that. We'll see.
Well, the next couple of years are going to be fun as DC nerds.
Yes. Supposedly, and it might be released by the time we throw this podcast up, but his first couple plans, he's going to be talking about it, I guess, here in the near future. So
I hope so. I want to see what I've heard again. Young Superman, which I'm excited, which I'd be interested in seeing. But yeah, it's a needed thing to kill the Snyderverse. Let it die. Just
like to quote quote Kylo Ren, let the past die.
The past. I don't know. I will say this: we forgot about one of the greatest movies that's going to come out actually this month, which I didn't think was an actual movie. I thought it was like, like when the Super Bowl puts out like a trailer.
Yeah.
You think like for like a fake movie. Apparently they're doing that. 80 for Brady.
Oh yeah, I heard about that. What is that about?
I'll play it right now. Sorry. It's so fucking stupid. 4 old female friends travel to Houston, watch their hero, Tom Brady, and the New England Patriots play in Super Bowl LI. So the 2017 Super Bowl. Fucking why?
That's the movie?
Yeah, that's the movie. Lily
That's not a real
Tomlin.
movie. You're making it up.
No, I wish I was. I truly wish I was. I really thought it was like, again, there it was a trailer for like Tostinos or something. No, but it's got Lily Tomlin, Jane Fonda, so they're both in the Frank
Jesus.
Grace and Frankie,
Yeah.
Rita Moreno, and Sally Field, and Tom. It's produced by Tom Brady.
Of course it is.
It's produced by Tom. I, I'm sorry, we got it's too stupid to actually exist, but somehow it is.
Somehow it exists. Oh my God. Well,
Oh
good
God,
for you, Tom Brady.
Yeah, no, that's film of the year. Fuck Oppenheimer, 80 for Brady,
Oh yeah.
baby.
We forgot to
Yeah,
talk about Oppenheimer, but that's
yeah, it's
okay.
probably going to win it's going to win the Oscar because Christopher Nolan and Cillian Murphy.
The, the Oscars hate Christopher Nolan. They don't want to give him credit. They got vendetta against Christopher Nolan. That's why The Dark Knight didn't win, and that's why Dark Knight Rises didn't win, and that's why Inception didn't win, and that's why Interstellar didn't win, because they hate Christopher Nolan.
Yeah, I'm sure they do.
Ah.
I'm sure they do. Well, again, it's going to be a movie about World War II and the atomic bomb, and half the Academy was probably children, were probably alive when that happened. So they're probably like, I remember when that dropped.
I guess Christopher Nolan wanted we're going to recreate an atomic bomb without CGI and make the effect. Okay, how? And more importantly, why?
I stole this nuke from the U.S. Army. Let's see what it does. They actually used to do that in the 60s, I think. Like, you could go to Vegas and be like, hey, go watch an atomic bomb test.
Yeah, I've heard of that.
So maybe they have one of those old fields out in the desert. I mean, that'd be
Are
fun.
they actually using an atomic bomb? That seems like a colossal waste of money. But
Well, back in the day, they didn't know about radiation, so they were like, "This is fine."
no, I mean like today, like what Nolan's doing, I'm curious how he's going to recreate it.
I'm assuming a shitload of TNT.
Guess we'll find out. Or let's face it, I'm not going to watch it.
We'll see. It'll be like how I watched Dunkirk. I saw it several years after it came out on HBO, and it was pretty good.
More like Dunkirk.
Oh,
Ayo, ayo, take that, Christopher Nolan. Come at me.
funny enough, Dunkirk I think was like either the start of Harry Styles being in movies because he's in that as like an American. He's pretty good. Like,
And now he's going to be Thanos' brother.
yeah, he's Star Fox.
And he spit on Chris Pine allegedly.
Allegedly, and he yeah, now he used to date Olivia Wilde. So there you go. Life and Times of Harry Styles.
All right. Well, that's the list of all the movies coming out this year. No more are being made.
Yep. If you see anything else, just know it's fake news, and you're a bad person if you watch them without our consent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is Madam Web supposed to come out this year at all, or did that get moved?
That probably got moved. I didn't hear anything, or it didn't pop up in any of my list when I did my research. Again, I was
changing so many things.
Yeah, there are a lot more movies that are going to be coming out, which I'm sure, and there's probably going to be more movies that are announced probably in the next couple months that we'll see by the end of this year. Like one of the going back to kind of like comedy movies that are coming out. Do you remember that one bit of like I don't remember what the guy it's Brett something. He's like a big comedian. He's like shirtless. He describes the story of like when he was in Russia. It's like The Machine.
I'm not familiar with it.
And well then, yeah, apparently that's going to be a movie. So I did see one movie. Eva Longoria is producing a biopic about the guy who supposedly came up with Flaming Hot Cheetos. That's what's coming out this year.
Yeah. Do we need a movie about that?
I mean, I kind of want to see how the fuck that happened.
Okay. I mean, I feel like instead of watching a 2-hour long movie, I could read a article for 5 minutes and pretty much just get the Like unless this is going to be like a parody or a comedy, like
Yeah. Like
I don't
like the
know.
Weird Al, like the Weird Al
Yeah,
biopic.
yeah.
uh,
Go check out that episode, people. We did one. Yeah.
what?
All right. Well, this one went on way longer than I anticipated, but
I
that's okay.
think I think if we just cut, we take the DC stuff, put that as its own like part 4 to our how we save the DC universe. I think we'll
Yeah,
be fine.
we might be. Yeah, I don't know how long we talked about it, but I'll figure that part out.
Yeah.
So, alrighty. Well, cuz thanks for joining tonight. We're talking about upcoming movies. Endless trash, as Red Letter Media says.
Yep.
And thank you, whoever bothered listening to this on this continuous nonsense. And stay tuned next week when we talk about Twilight. Happy
Oh,
2023.
the Twilight reboot of 2023. Let's go, baby.
Adios. You've been listening to the all-new CultureCast. Follow us on Twitter. Drop us a line at nick.culturecast@gmail.com. We can't promise we'll read it. Theme music by Dana Vodovaz. Check out their work on YouTube at Vodovaz Music Productions. This has been a Saltwater production. Original material copyright 2023. Thanks for listening. Cool. Let's see, we're at 2:34. Oh my god, this is so long. That's fine.
I'll see you later, man.
All right.
Good night.
You guys feel better. Say hi to Megan.
I will. I'm gonna see if she's still up or if she's asleep.
It's like, you're still talking? What the fuck?
Yeah.